For a while. There it is. Welcome to a very hairy, very acidy Synths at Bedtime with me, your host Jason Jervis. Look at this. It's just everywhere. Do apologise. Just give me a moment to unshovel my dishevelled self. Is that better or worse? I think it might be worse. I think I might have dislocated a brain cell there. That's the last one left. Anyway. Oh, there we go. How about that? More about that later. How are you? Welcome to the chat. And who have we got in the chat today? Let's scroll back in time to when this stream began. Somewhat, a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit hot, but good. Oh, video good, hot. What? Mic too. What? Sorry, I think my mic's a little bit hot. Oh, it does look a bit hot. How's that? Is that better? Okay, so let's go back in time. So Steve and Sam, my moderators, and Shroomy are all in the chat, keeping you riff-raff under wraps, as Ian Anderson might say. Not a great album. Anyway, don't invest your time on that. That's a little bit of Jethro Tull pun there for you. So there'll be of course Sam Jones, famous for acting in the blockbuster camp sci-fi movie Flash Gordon. So do treat him with that respect. And Steve, of course, is known for many other things. He is the man who gets things done. And Shroomy, of course, is, yes. No, it says top messages, so straight away we're not there. So top messages, all messages. So there we go. Oh, wow, that's better. That's more like it. So Albanian Syndicate, hello, good evening. Andy, how are you? Thomas, Tom even. Did I see Thomas as well? Probably. VP, Peter Coit. Steve, welcome to the stream at the beginning. Nice of you to pop in on Sunday. Appreciate that. I know Sunday night's a difficult one, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's late. We've all, some of us have got to get to bed early to get to work the next morning. Who knows what time you lot get up? But I get up early enough, and that's still, you know. So I appreciate everybody who joins in on the Sunday night stream. And we got Uncle Chrome there, all the way from Maryland. How you doing? Thomas is there. I did see correctly. So you've been welcomed twice. Great. What else have we got? We've got Biscuit. Yes, indeed. We've got an itchy nose. I've got cats in here. Well, I did have both of them. Marilyn, how you doing? And VP, yes. Lamont, hello. And Viral Beats, Mr. Fat Dust, hello, gorgeous. And which VP, Uncle Chrome, going round. Sorry, I'm late, but I was out the back. We're sailing a tree. Jason Maggs, so...
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out! Get it out!
Where's Jason Maggs? There's Jason Maggs. I still need to do those stings, don't I? Okay, I do owe this channel a bit more gloss and glitter. Anyway, well, thank you all, and welcome to the stream. And it's going to be a good one, because it's about something incredibly amazing. What's on the desk? Let's have a little top-down look at what we've got here. Now, some of you who joined me for jamming in the gym. Oh, hello. Where are you? The Gym and Jams on Sunday will have heard the synth paired with. Oh, hello. And with the tracker. Now, they are precisely the same footprint. So if you didn't join us then, and they work beautifully together. So obviously the tracker, great sequencer, very heavy, good on the beats. You know, fantastic, nice, different kind of way of sequencing. We like that as well. And the synth, well, as the name suggests, it's a synth. Now, I haven't done as much with this as I would like to have done, but I've done some. And the thing about this is that it is, and the thing I've found with it is that it's very much an instrument, you know? Sequencer. You play this, it goes, you can tweak the sequencers, but you can't play the instruments. This is an instrument. And as you saw from the introduction, I got myself into some really interesting kind of like, you know, it's like if you just, it's like Twister. If you hold down this, get the sequence going with that, and then you hold this and this, can I still press shift to hold them? Why is it not? Oh, it's because it's, okay. Did I turn it down? Did I? That's interesting. Why is that really quiet? Oh, it's because I did turn it. Right, anyway, I digress. So, polyend play, it's... Do you know what? I'm going to have a mouthful of coffee because I clearly need it. The polyend synth is exactly that. It's a three... That's because it's only doing what I've asked it to do. The polyend synth is a 3-part multi-timbral instrument. So with 3 multi-engine synths, and we're going to have a little look at that in a little while. We're going to go and look at each of the engines and how they sound. Each of them has the option of arpeggiation and a very basic sequencer, and lots of control. I do watch you play a sequencer. That's Sam's. I just caught that there. Everything else seems to be good. Gain down, volume up, please. Oh, so is that still? Oh, bear with me a minute, guys. So it's still I did definitely just do a little bit of tweaking to make your lives a bit more. Oh, I see. Is that what's this? Oh, I've got rid of the buzz. That. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go down a little bit more. So it has remembered the settings from Sunday. How's that? Is that better? Less hot? Is that nice and clean still? How's that? How do we feel? Is that good? Let's go. Steve, my spanner, how are you today? Right. Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Sorry, guys. Trying to juggle a bit. So now, so we'll have a little look at what each synth engine sounds like, and why there are 3 analog modeled voices, synths in here. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do today. POLYEND sent me this. Piotr reached out after I was watching Gaz's stream and asked if I would like to review one, and I said yes, please. So they've sent this, but everything here will be through my experience, through my eyes. They haven't asked me to say anything other than just have a go, see what you think. So anyway, what are you drinking? What are you drinking tonight? I have run out of true. Oh, for goodness sake. Me and coffee names. True Start. I've run out of True Start. So I'm now on, which was extremely chocolatey. I'm now back on Grumpy Mule, all the way from Yorkshire. Grumpy Mule, for when you feel like you need a coffee in the morning. Have a lovely mug. Let's get some grumpy in it. Let's get grumpy, isn't it? That's right. I don't know. So these are dark peak beans, strong, intense, fortifying. Yes, marvelous, and award-winning coffee from Melton, roasted in Melton, Yorkshire. Yorks do love Yorkshire. So tasting notes: cocoa nibs, muscovado sugar, and roasted hazel. Yes, hazelnuts. I've just got that. Really bizarre. Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely love that. So what are you guys drinking? What have we got there? What have we got? Have we got a lot? Shroomy is eating axolotls, drinking axolotls. Biscuit needs a 19-inch Behringer. Is that a drink? Oh, SFA. Who I say? SFA. What's SFA? I'm trying to unpack that. It's not IPA. SFA. Cloudy lemonade. Yes. Shroomy's got cloudy lemonade. I've got some of that. A nice chilled Egyptian beer. Steve, nice one. Drinking water with a slice of lemon. Tea from Tom. Yeah, nice. Cool. Brilliant. San Francisco ale. Good point. Could be, couldn't it? Who knows? Who knows what it is? But you're drinking it, and you're obviously enjoying it. And that's nice. Right. So, I did bring out my notepad as well, just thinking that I might make some notes with my fabulous fountain pen, because I couldn't find that the other week, could I? There it is. I found it now. Stuck it there. Didn't use it. Black Southern Comfort. So, Black Southern Comfort, is that Southern Comfort mixed with Coke, by any chance? I have 2 neutrons now. Ooh. Oh, reconsiderate music. Sketchpad, plain water. As we used to say when we were kids, council pop. There we go. Fantastic. Always good to have some council pop. I think I should have had some in here, but I've got the cloudy lemonade. So after this stream, we'll get some more of that down us. It's 40%. Oh, I see. So you're drinking just it neat. Southern Comfort. Actually, Southern Comfort is a Welsh whiskey recipe taken to America. Little known fact there. Very sweet. Water. Served neat. Nice. Excellent. I drink all my spirits neat. Yeah, me too. When I drank, I enjoyed that. Occasionally with a particularly fine whiskey, I'd put like half a teaspoon of water in it just to help the flavors open out and you get the full extent of that, you know. Just does the wonderful things, doesn't it? Anyway, master plan. Somebody was drinking Talisker 16, not Talisker, Lagavulin 16 on Sunday night, and I was like, oh, that's one of my favourite whiskies. Not that I drink it anymore. Anyway, I've tried a threat a few times. It just doesn't work for me. Okay. So Talisker in the studio. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that kind of smoky, peaty kind of flavours. Right. So, okay. Shall we begin? Everybody, get your notepad and pen. We're going to go into the synth. Right, top down. So, now then, somebody described this on one of the reviews. I've watched a few reviews over the last couple of days. Someone described it as a deep synth. I don't think it is. I think it's wide. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so at the moment, we've got it set up this way. Now, I'm going to change the way it looks so that we can just concentrate on the synth sound. So if we go to it's the push encoder. So you push it to get the menu up, and you've got synths, grid, macros, MIDI, and all the sort of settings that you might need there. So grid, and at the moment, 2 pages there. It is layout 50/50 bow. And if I remembered this correctly, no, I haven't remembered it correctly. I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. Yes! You know when you get a new thing and you go, how did I do that? I've just experienced that in front of you. Anyway, we remembered, right. So this is now the third synth. So if we go back here, back there, back again, and we select. Now, 3 engines selectable here. And you've got the oscillator waveform there because that's what's selected. So this tiny little screen is just perfectly formed in the right spot. So let's go to the right synth. So now shift down here operates everything. This thing just revolves around this button. A couple of, handy things. So if we go here and we go over to the engines, and again, keeping an eye on what it says underneath. You've got that. Do we need to zoom in, or is that a good view for everybody? Are we liking that? Just let me know if you want me to zoom in, because I can actually do that and get it a little bit closer. I've concentrated the table just for this. Okay. Right. So let's go back. So did you hear that, Jackson? What? Damn you. Damn you, creature under the table. Do as you're told. What's the matter? Okay, that's it. He's just licking himself. He's licking himself at me in anger. It's not his time. He can have his Jackson 5 after this, right? When we have Biscuits and Jackson. I don't know how that works. Anyway, so your engines are selectable here. So acid, fat, WAVs, VAP, WUTFN, POOD. So yeah, okay, let's talk about them. So you've got 3 analog modeling different engines. So you've got the ACD, which is acid, and I think from what I understand, this is like based on an SH101 with a 303 filter. Now that sounds like a synth I'd like to own. So fat is your classic kind of mono synth. WAVs, I think, is the more poly synth kind of thing. So you've got really, the 3 cornerstones of any analog sort of synth voice there. So that's kind of handy to have. Hey, Cornish, how you doing? I'm going to try and keep bouncing that ideas around. So, oh, hang on. WAVs and VAP. No, hang on. That's 2. Were. What does that do? Okay. Right, I'm getting the manual out. Sorry, guys. I thought I'd got this. I thought I understood. Here we go. Right. All right. Okay. Glasses off. So acid, fat, VAP, virtual analog polysynth. Of course it is. So what's WAVs? Hey, hang on. Does that just mean WAVs then? Wavetable synthesizer. Why would you put that there? Why would you put that there? Why would you put that there? So, note to self. I mean, if I was making this, come on, POLYEND, I would put the VAP after the FAT, so you've got all of your virtual analog stuff together. Wink, wink. So WAVs is the wavetable. Then you've got the WaveTableFM. Sorry, hang on. Engines. So acid is, SH101 with a TB303 filter. FAT, classic kind of mono synth. WAVs is your wavetable synth. It makes sense, doesn't it? Although I did think WAVs, when I first saw it, that might have been some sort of PCM sort of engine, but that's not in here. Maybe later. Virtual analog polysynth, WaveTableFM, physical modeling, yes, which is the it's based on the elements, isn't it? Elements module, and then phase distortion, which is Casio CZs, granular. Right. Okay. So if we start at the top, each of these, if you click, it then gives you a sub-menu with all of the sounds. So you can just go straight in and have... Let me know if it's too loud. That kind of shocked me. Snare. And it could, obviously we're not going to go through every single preset, but I think just to give you a quick idea of what it's capable of with each sound. I mean, it's quite fat, isn't it? I've just noticed as well that I'm wearing purple and I'm chosen the purple synth. It's not intentional, but now I've done that, I feel like I'm definitely wearing the right shirt and tie. Sometimes life just works that way. Nice. So as you can see, it's very... Right. Let's move the flower. Sorry, Shroomy. Let's move that over there, I think. That's better place for it. Anyway, so each of those kind of sounds. Let's go back to the engines. Now, no, actually, let me stop you there. Each engine has slightly different... let's go back to... Actually, sorry. Let's go back to one... Yeah, I'm right. What is it? Classic TB303. Okay, let's go with something like that, because, I mean, we love this sound. Excuse me. That's not what I suggested. Thank you. So each engine has oscillator. So engine is the oscillator. So one. Why am I? It's not touch sensitive. Don't think that I was catching another button underneath. That's me. Pure fingers. So each each engine has 2 pages for the acid. Right. And you can start really messing around with the shape here. Right. So volume. So basically saw or square, sub. So that's quite nice, isn't it? Glide, different type of glides. Lost the acidy aspect of it. Just to sort of show you that these are your sort of these 9 controls relate to the 9 underneath the waveform here, the 9 parameters underneath that. So it's it becomes second nature to sort of edit, and I've found myself navigating quite easily across to different things. I like having the visual display of the waveform as well. It's just really handy to sort of see what you're doing. square for acid, isn't it? Now, obviously, not obviously, but this knob here allows you to select what sub shape, wave shape. So -1 square, -1 octave pulse, -1 octave triangle, -2 square, -2 pulse. That's quite a lot of effect. Although I say it's lost a bit of its acidy vibe somehow. That's just the sub. Again, I've killed the acid. It's not my bag, right? Acid is not my bag. But anyway, you've got the thing. Okay, question. The other day I mentioned that the manual is clear and well presented. Do you still think that? Yeah, I mean, I'm able to. I mean, you saw how quickly I flicked to the right page. I mean, it's very straightforward. And so far, I haven't read it. If Gaz Williams is watching this, he'll be shaking his fist at the screen. He's an avid manual reader. I am not. Gaz will read a manual before he receives an item. And he always has. Since he was 16, he used to do that. I remember him getting a Porter Studio, and he read the manual from cover to cover. And I'm like going, why would you do that? I am a hands-on with the instrument and reference the manual kind of guy. That's my thing. So yeah, so I do. It hasn't let me down so far. I was meant to Sunday night, meant to go and read the manual after the stream. I didn't do that. I went more or less straight to bed, actually, quite tired. So that's what happened there. Am I missing anything in the chat? Focusing. Oh, bless you, Biscuit. Do it. Go make some music. But yeah, so I think I'm going to turn the delay off as well, because we've got here all of the. Let's just do the right things. Yeah, there. So right. So this is now the nude sound. Let's go back to the engine. Let's try and get rid of the glide. It sounds quite clean, doesn't it? There we go. That very Juno-y. There you go. Right. Let's bring the acid back. So. So sorry I did that. Okay, so yeah. Beginning to regret taking So, I mean, within just the acid voice, you can get some really, really authentic sounding acid sounds, which, of course, is great. I don't have anything in here that does acid, so actually this is a sort of, I don't often want those tones, but just sometimes you need them. Anyway, so let's move on to the next engine. I'm just concerned that that this might be quite a long one, and I don't particularly want to do that. But I will probably do a feature on this, proper feature, where I will, spend the time and cut it down so that you've got a nice, concise introduction to the synth. Right. So I have to press the wrong button. Then it's just delays. Those are the effects. I mean, sorry. Again, I've been playing with this, and I love the way it works. And that shift button, it just I wanted to go mixer really, but anyway, we're going to go... Actually, I pressed the wrong thing. I was doing scene, wasn't I? I wanted to change the engine. So let's go on to fat. But yeah, but the effects, 3 independent effects units. And I think they're different. Is that right? They're different? Yeah, anyway. They're different. There's delay, reverb, and modulation. Yes, they are different. I think somewhere I've got it in my head that there's 3 per synth, which may or may not be correct. Anyway. Oh, good. Right. So let's go back to the. Hey Anna, how you doing? Oh, enjoyed your jam last night from Hardware Jams. Nice say. Anyway. So was that you playing guitar? Did I know that? Do you play guitar? Is that a thing? Anyway, let's go back to the synth engine. So let's go back. So we've not changed the engine. Let's go that. And so. So it's like acid, but then not. Hang on. I didn't load. So what I've done there is I've pressed the engine of the purple synth without loading the new with the new engine, the new preset. So that's what happens. That's what happens. It's just, it's one of those things. I was just like that. So now, again, you've got a similar kind of range of slightly different though. It's not the same as the acid. So you don't have the fixed square and triangle which you mix together. You've got a different kind of fatness, brightness, timbre, and fatness LFO. So that's on page 1. Very percussive. So by the very definition of separating the analog modeling engine into different component parts, you're able to access a more sort of a more flexibility to those sounds, and you can do different things. So what POLYEND have done is they've gone like, well, okay, well, if you're going to make acid, you want this, this, and this. But if you want something that does this, let's give this, this, and this. So you've got the range expands, I think. And again, the filter's very much the same. So you've got different types. Oberheim 12 and 24. Variable state, I guess. Actually, go back to the engine, turn the noise off. Again, glide the second page. So it's differences. Then you've got your LFO, of course, which can be... Let's just turn that off. And of course, you can trigger this from an external keyboard as well as. But I mean, the point with this, I think, is the instrument. That's the bit, is the playability of the instrument. Richard, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better. So envelope filter. We should go back to filter. We don't even have to have that. So it's quite got a bit of weight to it. That reminds me of the sound from Led Zeppelin's. It's the roads through the. Oh, it's How's the Holy? What song is it? Not the ocean. No quarter. just reminds me of it. It's not, it doesn't sound like it, but so very capable sounds. I'm going to go back over to the engines, and we'll get the last virtual analog polysynth, and we'll go Abyssinian. So you've already got chords. I don't know how much of that you can change. Somebody asked about polyphonic aftertouch. I don't think it's got it. It's not doing anything. Not on this model, but maybe there are other models where it is sort of there. Very boards Canada. Let's have a little look at that one, shall we? So the engine. So, oh, now we've got 3 pages for this particular model. So shape 1, 2, and the mix. Minus, plus and minus. So what have we got? Nothing, hopefully, though. Oh. Nice. So did you notice the polyphony going? How many notes? Oh, 3. No. Maybe 2 notes. Mind you, if you're mixing everything together, then surely that's going to be enough. We'll see. Excuse me. Grumpy Mule. Whenever you're grumpy, remember, just drink a... Anyway, stop. Ludicrous. Hey, Cressy, how you doing? Good to see you. But obviously no drums. You can fake drums on it, but then you wouldn't want to. You'd want to put this against something that's got drums because you want to get the full sort of effect out of the synth engines. So, yeah. So as you can see, it's you know, it's a very capable analog modeling synth. But I like analog modeling. I like analog, but I like digital, and this does some nice things. That was the wavetable. Let's go to the wavetable. Okay, so here we go. There we go. That's more like it. So let's have a little look at this beauty. Oh, hello. Oh, that was very satisfying. And you saw that live. I haven't opened this yet. I've been playing with the sort of acidy things and having fun, just having, you know, in bed with my headphones on, enjoying silliness. Yeah, this is very... Look at that. So additive 1, organic 2, retro mode. So that's page 1. So what do these things do? Oh, that's not wrong. So additive 1 is the wave. Oh, I like that. So where's the position? What position? Where are we starting that wavetable from? Position 2? Oh, I see. And that's the... So you've got 2 wavetables there. Retro mode, off or on? Well, considering I've got a wavetable, sorry, a microwave XT, we want it on, don't we? Warp. Listen to that. Bit of noise. Sorry, I'm going to put some effects on that. Actually, the mixer. So we're going to put some reverb on, I think, because Not experiment. Oh no, let's not talk about that for a minute. Hey Davey, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Nick, how you doing? Right. Hey Jim. And for my money, this doesn't sound like anything else I have in the studio. Sorry, is that you, Jackson? Sorry, mate. I just kicked. Well, I didn't kick him. I just put my foot next to him. He's like, oh, you twitchy tail. That's page 1 of the oscillator. Tune. Detune. Now. Incredibly cinematic. If I was scoring an indie film, thriller. It did something then. Oh, it's just me touching it then. There's a cat on the table. Hi, Jackson. Did you feel unloved? Watch Robbie. Honestly. Right, okay. That's fine. You can come. But don't just find a not in front of where you can help it, not in front of the chat. Because I think the Jackson 5, right? We were just having a nice play with the wavetable. It was really good. Really enjoying it. Do you want to have a little play? Does it meet your approval? Okay, the Jackson 5 it is then. Self-appointed. Oh, it's like, I've been on the floor. What have you been doing? Playing with your synth. Stop it. It's my time. Do we want a top-down camera for you to do it? I can't. You're too in the wrong place for that. Right. Right, let's put my nice mug down. Okay. It meets his approval. As I said, a thriller. Sort of independent film. Stop rubbing your head on Robbie! Hey Wabbit! How you doing? Pick us up. Right, so that's... You're not in any camera other than the main camera. You know that, don't you? You're just big thing. Yeah? Be my guest. Is that it? Bit more, or are you just going to literally sit in my face? And now, whilst he's doing that, I'm going to play with some of the performance. Oh, okay. Is that it? The filter is... Right. Am I finding any issues with the synth? So far, so good. I'd like to have spent a bit more time with it. I've been taking it to bed with me. The joys of being single. And I've enjoyed sort of like winding down. Like last night, I had some good vibes with it. The only thing is, like, and it's like any new synth, isn't it? Is remembering, and I said at the beginning, which I don't know if you were with us at the beginning, was I'm finding my way around the synth quite happily. But occasionally I'll be like, where's that menu? How do I find this? And it was more to the point of the first thing I couldn't find was is it? Are we doing this? Are we? Excuse me a minute. Where's the Jackson donation? All right, I'm just picking you. Okay. Where are you? Where's your baby Jackson? So it hasn't really grown much more than before, but we're still growing a Jackson. Yeah. So once I'd found the global menu, and I was able to figure out how to, the sequencer was the thing that got me at the first. I was enjoying quite happily flying around with all of the synthesizer engines and loving just kicking in. I do apologise. My cat is such a prima donna. We are trying to have serious conversation about a synthesizer that not many people have seen in the flesh. Do you realise how important this is? You do. Beautiful. You've definitely, yeah. So, I mean, what? Oi! That's Shroomy made that. Not supposed to be for you to play with. Oh my god, you big. Right, okay. Just to show you what he's up to. He's like going, look, no, look, submissive. Just come and give me something. I don't know what it is I need, but I want it. Yeah. So, I've enjoyed that. I hope that answered your question. Gotcha. Another one for the pot. You're going to fall off there, mate. I tell you, it's a slide. Oh, Jackson. What are you like? Seriously. Just trying to steal the show again. We're actually... Jean-Michel Jackson. Tom, you're absolutely right. Oh dear. Yeah, so I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed. I think was it last night, night before? I think it might have been last night when I sat in bed with it, and actually, I don't know which night it was. It was one of the nights that after jamming in gym jams, and I managed to sit down, and the joy of being able to figure out how the he's biting it. Oi! What are you doing? No, he's just sniffing it. He's just sniffing it. What do you think? Do you know what it is? I brought out my pot of catnip. Look at this. Yeah, there you go. This is camera 3. What was that, Jackson? You want some treats? That's what it was. I think you must have still be on the table. Okay. Right. Oh dear. I might just throw them on the floor just so we can talk about this synth. Yeah, this is why the live streams is very much live, and this is what happens. I think he's become so confident in his ness. That he's just going to do what he wants to do and when he wants to do it, which is fine. We like that. We like Jackson for that, don't we? He's not seen the other 3 on the table that I put down. Yeah. Hey, go on, it's over there. 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 You're going the wrong way. If we were... No, that's my biscuit. Look. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so finding the grid and being able to follow the chord pack, which we used at the very beginning, that was really satisfying as well. So you could actually really just enjoy that. And that's when I think the idea of the POLYEND synth as an instrument in its own right definitely struck me as its uniqueness in our world. You know, like again, you know, I love this, and it's brilliant fun, and it's well, I say it's brilliant fun. It's a serious bit of kit, but it's really, you know, it's really. Do you want to go on the floor? There's more on the floor. Do you want to see that as well? Are you a fan of the tracker? I don't want a tracker plus. You want a tracker plus? Yeah. Okay. I like a tracker plus because it's got audio. Audio over USB. Anyway, which would have been useful in the video I've just made coming out on the 2nd of December. Watch the space, not on this channel though. Anyway, right. more Jackson for the Baby Jackson Fund. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just whittering on about how much I've enjoyed sitting in bed playing this. The chord packs meant that I could express through notes and following, and everything just follows it. So that's kind of fun. All right, should we get back to this then? Are you just going to sit there now? Yeah, you know, try and bury your head in it. Can you just stay off the instrument? We're going to go back to. Maybe have a quick look at the granular or the FM. So let's go top down. Let's quickly jump back in there, and we go FM. Right. So wavetable filter, notch filter, by the way. Oh, bandpass. Sorry, guys. Very nasal. Are we modulating that by any chance somewhere? Envelope. High pass, you do get the... But yeah, a lot more choice there, I think, than the usual one or two that we've seen. So that's the that's it. Oh, that's probably what it is. Again, back to that whole point of it being sort of cinematic. Anyway, let's go back to the engine. So shift, engine, back. Let's now have a look at the Wavetable FM. There's a is it 90s? Was that 90s bass? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the reverb. Let's get the sequencer on. So you can relive all those lucky lately bass, solid bass. Nice. Again, let's go back to, let's have a little listen to some of the presets. Oh, hello. What's not happening there? There it is. Tinkly. Broken clavinet. Oops, careful. That nice digital edge. Let's play with that. Right. So there we go. I'm holding that. I can go into the engine. That just makes me happy. Frequency modulation. And again, you can see exactly what you're doing to the waveform. But more to the point, it sounds blimmin' brilliant. Tom Kirton, sir, who has made presets for this. Welcome to the chat. Honour to have you here. I think you did just miss the cat taking over the show though, but he's kind of on the table, you can see that. Right, so page 2, fine tune, oversample, smooths it up a little bit, add a bit more character. And as you can see, it's just now turned into some weird demented train. Cat. Anyway, Jackson stealing the show again with his little stumpy tail. Anyway, let's go back to and then you typical glide at the third. Filter wise, you've got notch. I'm going to go back to the engine and try and get rid of it sort of sounding so white noisy. It's better than that. Oh, that is delightful, isn't it? Yeah, so if you've got any questions, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Tom. If you've got any questions in the comments, please direct them at Tom, because he spent a long time with this, crafting sounds for it. So I actually played some of your sounds on Sunday's live stream as well, Tom. But yeah, and sorry I couldn't hook up with you yesterday at Bleep Club. Unfortunately, I had to just sleep and rest so that I could, I don't know, just be. Anyway, so right, back up to the FM. And again, for my it's like a game of like, it's cat tennis. He doesn't want to do it anymore. We're not really used to manipulating FM sounds in this way. So, as a lover of FM and a lover of the manipulability, the adjustability of analog gear because of its knob function, having the option to play with the parameters of FM with knobs is wholly satisfying and a dream come true. So we all live for a minute. Rustic, how you doing? Having a kind of classic analog model filter as well on top of an FM just helps you curtail some of those more brighter, more brittle tones. So crikey, just spotted we've done an hour. That went quick. I'm going to leave that because I really like that sound. Right, I'm going to now stop that. And I'm going to select, yeah. Any questions so far? Because I think we're going to kind of try and wind this down, realizing now I haven't been through I want to do physical modeling. Let's go and let's get back to. I'm going to do the orange sound. Oh, so now we go click grid, layout purple, and if I can remember, see, this is what I mean. It's this one. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. It's like that muscle memory when you get a new bit of kit. It's like, how did I do this? And it's very, very gratifying and straightforward. So yeah, that's a joy. So that's neither of those things. So okay, so let's go back to the screen. Again, you know, you naturally at each end of the box anyway. So just getting it into that, and we go into the engine, and we are going to do physical mod. Oh, do you know? I'm just going to give you a little bit of a taste of this with some presets, but. This is the CZ kind of engine, the physical phase distortion, which sort of has that kind of done it again. I did that last time. I went over to change the engine, and of course I haven't loaded that sound in, so it just goes back to the sound that was already loaded in. So that makes sense, and that's, again, it's the part of the physical memory process where muscle memory that I haven't quite got to yet. Anyway, oh, sounds wavetable-y, that, doesn't it? That's because it's the wavetable sound, you idiot. Oh, it's one of those days in the studio where I'm getting things a little bit wrong. What a delightful cup of coffee that was. Remember, Grumpy Mule for when you're feeling grumpy and you need coffee. Grumpy Mule, Dove coffee for you. Okay, right, so let's go back to here. Add glitters. I particularly want to show this because I think physical modeling is one of those types of synthesis that I don't have anything that does anything close to it. You know, I can do FM a little bit on the wavetable, the Microwave XT. I've got sampling synthesis. I've got the Wavestation SR. I've got samplers up the wazoo from the 90s and, you know, and beyond. Maybe phase distortion. I mean, you know, actually, no, I think the FZ10 does something magnificent with synthesis in its beautiful box. That's definitely a World of Synths episode right there. Anyway, Toast of Wrexham. Yes, Jim, one day. I am a very low rent. Matt Berry. Toast of Wrexham. I love that. Imagine that. So, let's just load that sound in. Right, because straight away, look at the engine. Look at this. And again. Excuse me. Is that not? Oh. Right. Just fingers. That's all it is, just fingers. So, as you can see, it's a very different display now for physical modelling. And you've got... that's page 2. Air. Strike level. Let's just bring it back a bit. Mallet. Airflow. Air level. Tone. Timbre. Strike level. Let's go back to that. Right, so let's get rid of the glide. Oh. Right. And let's get rid of the delay. Hopefully, you seeing me navigate around this, considering I only unboxed it, you know, a few days ago, and really I've only been playing it under a week, you know, and not as much as I'd like. It's really straightforward to use. Right, what am I doing now? Engine. It says all that. So that's... There we go. Just amazing. Yes, mutable elements, yeah, absolutely. Mutable instruments, yeah. It's always absolutely, yeah. Mutable will live on. And I mean, obviously, mutables. Plats are in the micro freak as well. So it is beautiful that all that hard work and those wonderful modules are, as you say, living on in gear that people might not have had access to as well, because a lot of people who love synths don't love modular. I mean, I was late to that party, but I love modular now. But yeah, it is a beautiful thing. So air level, let's bring that, let's see if, and then we've got bowing, and of course maybe taking the attack off. Oh, sorry. I thought something was amiss with the envelope, so there we go. Right, let's go back to the engine. Yeah, I did it right. Yeah, so that's the physical modelling side of things. And of course, the filter's different too. Resonator. Glad I turned the effects off. Hope you're getting this. I've just seen a question from, it's about 8 minutes ago. Rustic asking built-in looper. I think I saw Tom answering that anyway. Yeah. So it could end up in a firmware. I think because it's been added to Play Plus, yeah. No, I'm going to stop that because for my money, I've got two sounds there that I can't get on anything else in the studio. Just to point out that this isn't just another groove box at all, that it's a serious synth that can be used alongside. And I might do another jamming in Jim Jangs this week, and while I've still got the fuse box, put that on there, and maybe use the circuit for just to sort of blend different brands together, and maybe Radical Technologies, Delta Sepe, have a nice little proper kind of like chunky jam of epic proportions. If I had a small modular case, why is your hair flying around the room? Then that might be a good thing to do as well. I just think it'll work really well in every kind of possible setup, just as a wonderful thing. So now I'm going to go to the first instrument and I'm going to select one of the acid because I like it. That's why. Let's go for the acid, and we'll probably end up sort of jamming out with that again. So again, I think I really liked, was it the Acid Glide? Yeah, it was that, wasn't it? Right, okay. Right, so now then, we've got three sounds. You can't hear the acid one I've just picked, but I know it's there. Right. Serious question from Biscuit about drying clothes in your flat next to gear. Now, moisture and synthesizers aren't friends, are they? Any electrical gear, moisture. So, but this time of year, so I'm going to suggest that, and it's something that I'll be doing as well, is that if I do it anyway, is make sure that your windows are open in winter. I know, crazy, right? But I would also invest in a heated dryer. for your clothes, because I think they're the most efficient way of drying your clothes. If you're lucky enough to have a tumble dryer, they cost an absolute arm and a leg to run. They're not ideal, and they're not the best things. But a dryer, and if you dry that with the window, maybe even open a crack. If you're going to go out, then I would probably do that in the day as well, or overnight. But then maybe you wouldn't want the breeze. I like the air, even though it's cold. Question: what kind of I/O is available? Steve's asking there. It's basically it's stereo output. Let's just do that there. Dun, dun, dun. So there it is. There it is. It's stereo. Hi. Stereo output, MIDI in and MIDI out on TRS jacks, and they are they're the Arturia type. So actually, when I jammed the other day and I was using the adapters, I could have just used a mini jack cable, stereo mini jack cable to connect up, and there's your micro SD card there. That's it. I mean, really, you don't need a whole lot. What you could do if you were jamming with the tracker is you've got line input on the tracker, so you could go line output from that, mini jack out, and that's the output to your amplifier or whatever, your MIDI out to trigger to keep in time with that, and then you'd be away. I have now got, thanks to Gary from who was in our chat on Sunday, who reminded me that the tracker has games mode, so I've got some new NAS games on there, which I'll be playing afterwards. Like we'd need any more distractions. We've got synthesizers, Jackson. We've got synthesizers. Silly Jack. So it's sort of thing we need, isn't it, mate? There you go. Right. So so let's get back to the grid now. And again, as you see, oh, you can't see him. Look at that. He's just sitting there so patient. I don't know what you're waiting for. You've been fed twice this evening. I think the cold winter. Look at this. You happy, mate? Yeah. You good? Yeah. I think you are, aren't you? Right, so let's go for let's get a stack. So that's what I was using before. So let's use that. Whoa. So I've got right. I'm a bit anxious that you're going to start playing the synth again, and it's not appropriate. We've done the sort of scary thriller moment. Now it's, you know. Jamming with Jackson and Jim Jams was Sunday. Yeah? You didn't play then, did you? You didn't play the synth then? No. Let's go do it tonight instead. Is that it? Are you going to just sit there now? Okay. Anyway, thank you all for joining us this evening. I think we're going to cut it there. Obviously, the sort of performance aspect of this could go on, and I think I will sort of hone down some of the things I've touched on here, make a more concise and focused feature, 7 to 10 minute long piece on the synth, and put it out over the next couple of weeks. Any further questions? I think Tom's still around. SD card for patches, firmware, wavetables, and samples for granular engine. We didn't look at the granular engine. That's useful. I think it needs more cats. Well, Jackson's got his own sample pack, which I will be making available to Jervites at some point. Maybe what I will do at Synth East is I'll have badges and something sample pack. So we'll figure something out, but we do need to sort of have an incentive to build the channel a bit. I mean, we're still not massive, which I like, but it'd be useful to be able to do a few more things on the channel, wouldn't it? Yeah? 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 Soft focused lens, that one for you, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Wow. All right. So I'm going to play out with that Buchla modal synthesizer. What? Hey, I think. What am I doing? Buchla. Jackson looking down his nose at me. Oh, Biscuit. Right. Tom does. Tom was in here earlier looking. I think it's definitely, as soon as we get the sweets, the cat's nip treats out, they go a bit mad in here, and I think they're always like, where is it? Where is it? Where is that? Okay, right. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right. Thank you all very much for joining me this evening for a little look at the synth. I think it's, and see what some of the things it's capable of doing. We're going to jam out because I think that's where its strength lies. It's a performance instrument. The next EMOM, and there are many of them, opportunities to, and I want to just give another plug to Friday this week to the Bloop Group in Dublin, which is taking place this Friday, 6:30 till 9:30, I think, and it's in My Vault's HQ. Next to the Guinness building. So if you find yourself in Dublin this Friday, do pop down to that. I think Caroline's playing as well from My Vault, so that'd be worthwhile seeing. Gary's helped set it up, long-time supporters of the channel. So, go and see them. But, this is the sort of thing I would take to an EMOM. Obviously, the last performance I did was on modular, and of course, it's a different thing. But this is, I think, that's where its strength lies as a performance tool. And with more and more EMOMs, the world needs this. It really does. Anyway, thank you very, very much for joining. Thank you, Tom. Very kind of you to say so. And yeah, hopefully more later. See you all around in the week, and be good to yourselves and each other. And that's goodbye from me. And it's goodbye from him. And also, just in case you missed it, a bit of that too. Right then, let's see what we can do with this now. So, right, that's not doing anything. That is not how that works. Right, is that doing something? Why does it sound really quiet? Is it just me? Do you know what? There's a mixer, isn't there? Right, I'll mute my mic. Bye, guys. Be well. Oh, we didn't have a biscuit. Biscuit. Biscuits. Just in case. Too much cat. Not enough biscuit. Home baked. No, not for you. Just look at this. Biscuit is after your biscuits. Right. Good night, guys.